Generative AI models are a type of AI system that can create new content, such as text, images, or music, based on some input data. They learn the patterns and structure of the input data, and then generate novel content that is similar to but not identical to the original data. For example, a generative AI model trained on Wikipedia articles can produce new articles on topics that do not exist in Wikipedia. There are different frameworks for building generative AI models, such as generative adversarial networks, GANs, and generative pre-trained transformers, GPTs. GANs consist of two parts: a generator network that creates new data samples, and a discriminator network that evaluates whether the samples are real or fake. The two networks are trained together in a competitive process, with the generator network continually trying to produce better and more realistic samples, while the discriminator network tries to accurately identify the fake ones. GPTs are artificial neural networks that are based on the transformer architecture, pre-trained on large datasets of unlabeled text, and able to generate novel human-like text. They use large language models to produce data based on the training data set that was used to create them. Generative AI models have many potential applications, such as in creative fields like art, music, and writing, as well as in fields like healthcare, finance, and gaming. However, they also have some limitations and challenges that prevent them from capturing the uncertainty and complexity of reality. Some of these limitations are data quality and quantity. Generative AI models depend on the quality and quantity of the data they are trained on. If the data is noisy, biased, incomplete, or outdated, the models will produce inaccurate or misleading outputs. For example, a generative AI model trained on Wikipedia articles may not be able to generate accurate articles on topics that are controversial or evolving rapidly. Ethical and social implications. Generative AI models can also be used for malicious purposes, such as creating fake news or deepfakes, which can be used to deceive or manipulate people. Moreover, generative AI models may raise ethical and social questions about the ownership, authorship, and responsibility of the generated content. For example, who owns the rights to a song or a painting created by a generative AI model? Who is accountable for the consequences of a false or harmful article generated by a generative AI model? Generalization and explainability. Generative AI models may not be able to generalize well to new domains or contexts that are different from their training data. For example, a generative AI model trained on English text may not be able to generate coherent text in another language or dialect. Moreover, generative AI models may not be able to explain how or why they generated a certain output, which can make it difficult to verify or debug their results. For example, how can we trust or understand a medical diagnosis or a financial forecast generated by a generative AI model? In conclusion, generative AI models are powerful tools that can create new content based on existing data. However, they also have some limitations and challenges that prevent them from capturing the uncertainty and complexity of reality. Therefore, we need to be aware of these limitations and challenges when using or developing generative AI models. Generative AI is a type of AI system that can create new content, such as text, images, or audio, based on some input or prompt. Generative AI models learn from large datasets of existing content and try to mimic the patterns and structure of the data. Some examples of generative AI systems are ChatGPT, a chatbot that can generate natural language responses to any question, and DALL-E, a system that can generate realistic images from text descriptions. Generative AI has many potential benefits for various fields and industries. For example, generative AI can help with generating new product designs and prototypes, creating personalized and engaging content for marketing and entertainment, enhancing creativity and innovation by providing novel ideas and inspiration, improving efficiency and productivity by automating tasks that require content creation, augmenting human capabilities and intelligence by providing assistance and feedback. However, Generative AI also poses some significant challenges and risks that need to be addressed. For example, generative AI can also lead to ethical and social issues, such as plagiarism, deception, manipulation, bias, and privacy violations, quality and reliability issues, such as errors, inconsistencies, inaccuracies, and lack of accountability, security and safety issues, such as malicious use, hacking, spoofing, and cyber attacks, human and societal issues, such as loss of skills, jobs, identity, and trust. Therefore, it is important to be aware of the limitations and implications of generative AI and to use it responsibly and ethically. Generative AI is not a substitute for human intelligence, creativity, or judgment. It is a tool that can enhance or complement human abilities, but also requires human oversight and regulation. Generative AI should be used with caution and transparency, and with respect for the rights and values of others.